Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I've just done something super simple and you'll be surprised I still used quite a few products, but this is meant to be just like a quick summer look that's quick and easy for every age group. And yeah, like I hope you guys like this video. So I think the first question always is going to be, what is a tinted moisturizer? So a tinted moisturizer compared to like a foundation. So I'm just gonna hold one as an example. So this is a tinted moisturizer, this is a foundation. Usually tinted moisturizers do tend to come in like a tube kind of thing. And as the word suggests, forget the tinted moisturizer, it is a moisturizer and it's slightly tinted. So it has a little bit of foundation. So for people who don't really like the idea of wearing actual foundation on their face but want something that just gives them a little bit of color, you know, and also for it to be moisturizing. Now me, I have extremely dry skin at the moment. Ever since I've moved to Malaysia, my skin has changed from oily to dry. So when I used to live in London, I used to love my powders that are very minimal, very quick. However, the powder doesn't really work for me anymore, hence why I've kind of moved on to, I mean, I used to always wear very, very lightweight foundations like my Pat McGrath or my NARS Sheer Glow or my La Mer. Or there's the Armani luminous foundation as well, that's super sheer, but my new favorite is the tinted moisturizer. Just to show you, so this color that I'm wearing is Annapurna, so I would really suggest for you to try this in store if you can, because there's not that many shades of these. So I'm just going to get a little bit, you know, just like a tiny bit in the palm of my hand, and I am actually going to use a brush for this. You can use your hands, you can use a sponge. I guess this is just habit that I like to use, you know, a brush. Now you can see a little bit of redness in my skin. Okay, this already feels so cooling and hydrating. Obviously foundations don't tend to really do that. Okay, so this is just like a tiny bit of coverage. It's not meant to give you the look of a foundation, if that makes sense. What I like to do is actually add a bit of concealer. So I'm going to start off with my under eyes as always. But what I'm also going to do is just some of the scars that I have around my face, I'm just going to slightly cover them as well. I know I'm doing a lot of dots. Okay. Now I'm going to use a sponge and I'm going to start with my under eyes first. And then I'm just going to go around the face and just kind of cover where it needs to be covered, i.e. my scars. Now some of you might think, yeah, but you know, I can create this look with just a concealer. Now you need to understand the sort of texture of a concealer, or like just the sort of ingredients. It is supposed to give you a lot more coverage, and sometimes if you have nothing on your face but just the concealer and you just cover up with your concealer, later on in the day you end up having tiny little patches, because you can see the difference between your skin tone, you know, your natural skin that has nothing on it, and then the area where you've just used the concealer. So either you cover your entire face with concealer, which, you know, you don't really want to do. My suggestion is do the tinted moisturizer and then add that little bit of concealer where you need. And I feel like right now my skin looks super natural. You would not think that it has any redness or any scars, like nothing is visible, but then it doesn't look flawless. Does that make sense? It doesn't look like, oh my god, it's like I've got so much foundation on or anything. Like I still feel like this looks really nice, really matches with the rest of my face, and I'm happy. Now I want to continue this entire sort of, you know, nude, natural looking sort of look. How do I continue this? Now I've just recently discovered this NARS Laguna liquid bronzer. Now I didn't even know that they exist, you know, they had this. I went into the store just to buy one pencil, ended up buying like 6 products. Doesn't that always happen to us? So I'm just going to use 2 pumps here. Now the darkest color that they have in Malaysia is the Laguna, which might not be dark enough for some of you, but what I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you a little bit here. So I'm just going to grab it with my sponge and I'm just basically adding a little, can you see? It's just like a hint, maybe you can't, but just like a hint of color and I'm a huge fan of anything cream or anything liquid at the moment, only because, again, like I said earlier, my skin's dry. So right now, with everything that I'm doing at the moment, with the Tinted Moisturiser, the moisturizing concealer, and now, you know, this liquid bronzer, like, my skin just feels so nice and radiant and glowy. I'm going to continue with my NARS liquid blush. You guys know how much I love this. Oh my god, like, seriously, keep buying this. One pump of this. I'm going to use my finger here, and I'm just going to create like 2 little dots, or maybe 3. I love this blusher. So I'm just going to use a brush just to kind of set it a little bit. I could have used my sponge as well, but I'm just going to use the brush. Yeah, it's just like a hint. I hope you can see all these differences. Like, I can see it. It's very subtle. It's not meant to look super contoured or, you know, whatever. So I'm actually really happy, and I also noticed that so far I've just been mainly using NARS products. That's not an intention. Actually, this video is not sponsored. I have bought 90% of what I've just used. I'm going to continue with another NARS product, and this is their Brow Perfectum, and the color is Cocaise. So it's like a ashy brown. And what I'm going to do is, again, I'm going to continue this natural look by not overdrawing or shaping my eyebrows. In fact, I'm just going to fill it in so it doesn't look so gappy. Is that even a word? I don't know if you can see. Like, I can see it's just very subtle. It's just giving me a little bit of, can you see? In comparison, so this still looks natural. It doesn't look overly drawn on like I usually do with my Anastasia Beverly Hills brow wiz. That's obviously a lot more drawn on, a lot more definition as well, and I usually do that when I do a full glam, I guess, and it's usually my everyday as well, because I like my eyebrows to look quite strong. But today I'm giving you guys this sort of very quick natural look that you can do, you know, if you're not a big fan of heavy makeup, or someone that doesn't want to spend so much time getting ready. Okay, so I'm going to continue with my lash color, and I'm just going to curl my lashes a little bit so they look a little bit lifted in comparison. And sometimes I just love the look just like this on its own. However, I am going to add a little bit of mascara. This time I'm going to use a Eradua mascara. It's from Chinese. It's actually from Malaysia. I mean, it's a European brand, but these two amazing girls, they opened a shop and they basically have a lot of European products, and I really like this mascara as well. So I'm just going to use this. I'm going to open up my eyes a little bit, so I'm just going to grab myself a little brush, and I'm going to get myself a Becca highlighter, and this one is the Moonstone. It's like a yellowy white, so almost like a nice champagne color, and I'm just going to use it in my inner corner. Can you see? Like, this pops, right? Not bad, hey? You could, at this point, if you wanted to, add a little bit of the highlighter on the side of your face. But see, we haven't set it with powder. This is all looking very moisturized and glowy. And I think, you know, later on in the day, you're going to sweat a little bit anyway. So it's going to look shiny and glowy. So I would leave it. But if you like that whole, woo, you know, loads of shine and glitter and shimmer and whatnot, go for it. Absolutely. So I'm actually pretty much done. I'm just gonna add a little bit of gloss, and again, I'm using a Eradua product as well. So this one is the color, or the number 204, and it's just like a shine gloss, and like, I really love this. This just adds to that whole glow to the face. And I think this is like a nice quick summer look, you know, something that you can do, especially for the younger generation even, who don't really want to do the whole, you know, whole foundation look, and they just want something really quick. I've got this little cute summery dress on and I'm ready. I mean, I need to put some earrings on, but yeah. Right, so I put some earrings on, and I just think this is like a nice glowy look. Like, I enjoyed doing this, and I'm so obsessed with this at the moment. I'm sure there are so many other brands. If you do know of any other tinted moisturizers that are maybe not as pricey as this one, feel free to leave it in the comment box, because I'm pretty sure that a lot of other people would really appreciate that, because I know NARS is not available everywhere, especially in India, so maybe, you know, you could use an alternative. But yes, I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. Please do leave feedback, subscribe, share, and until next time, guys, thank you.